Yeah, we got the Haskap propagation bed going on. These are all seedlings that I had bought in from Twisted Tree Farm. Kind of kept these elderberries in the shade to slow down their growth a little bit and to keep them out of the full sun for now. There are quite a bit of them. These are just like a local eco type that I found while I was out and about, and took a cutting, and here it is. Another Haskap here, another Haskap here. There's a gooseberry right back here. These are some mulberries from when me and my girlfriend went on a walk at the park. We found quite a tasty mulberry, so we saved seed and planted them out. Got some Jerusalem artichokes here, right through here. And then back here, I believe this is a black cap raspberry. It's putting on a little fruit set. Looking forward to that this year. Got another strawberry down there. This is a serviceberry that got potted up. The roots got a little bit damaged, so I decided to put it in a deeper shade. Wild violet. Some Jerusalem artichokes and a baby tansy. Here is a mulberry, if you believe it or not. This is only 4 years old. Quite the tree already. Then back here, this is an Aronia bush. Back this way. Right here we've got another Haskap. Got another smaller Aronia back there. It looks like this has been pushed up. I've got a dog, so I gotta keep things where I don't want them and a little messier than I'd like, but it is what it is. Got some catnip down here. Hold on, let's see what's going on here. This guy looks a little, oh no. There, much better. Much better. Yeah, looks like one of the Haskaps back here got smushed. My dog is a wild animal. She is a wild animal. That's okay. Got some strawberries suckering and running. Grab one of these off of there for a little snacky. There's another Aronia back here up against the fence. This guy right here. Another mulberry here. Not so big, but it's a year younger. Got some more catnip down here. That might be part of the reason why my dog is such a wild animal. Got a bunch of neighborhood cats. Here's some Comfrey. Another Jerusalem artichoke. Here was a big stand of Jerusalem artichoke and Comfrey. Harvested that back to make some fermented plant juice for some sad looking plants. We've got an echinacea back here. These guys look like they're about to bloom, which is cool. Look at how much Aronia are on this plant. They're just, this guy's loaded. It's a loaded, it's a loaded. Looking forward to that this year. Got another gooseberry back here. This guy, hoping to get our first taste of gooseberries from our own property. And then hiding beside the gooseberry, this is a muscadine grapevine right here. Interested to see how that performs here. These trash bags are a type of barrier for the dog. She doesn't tend to jump over things. She does sometimes, but not all the time, which is nice. Got a little trash there to pick up. Got hit with the lawnmower last time around, but this is supposed to be making some leaf mold so that maybe next year I won't have to buy in as much Promix compost type deal. Yeah, and then we got 2 service berries. This guy right here, this big guy. And then this smaller guy, that's done tripled or quadrupled in size this year. That's pretty nice. Got a thornless blackberry there that's in the pot. I propagated that from the farm I work on. Another Aronia, if you can't tell, we really like Aronia. This big boy is the original Aronia, and it's way over my head tall, which is cool. It's got some fruit on it. Looking forward to that this year. Under here, there are like tulips and daffodils dotted all throughout, but in between the Aronia and the elderberry, there are some ramps that show up in the early spring. Here is the original local eco-type elderberry. Planted that bad boy in the ground. It's quite happy there, especially after we built this building. And this building has no gutter system, so all the water falls right along through here. We catch some of it and grow mosquitoes because that's the way we do. It's miserable. Shouldn't probably do that, but I need to set up something better. But everything that doesn't get caught there feeds this elderberry, that Aronia, these currants, this pawpaw, this pawpaw, and this other elderberry. So we got like a little water-wise garden over here. Here's another, what appears to be a walnut that a squirrel has planted for us. Thank you, kind sir. Here, right here is a sad looking pawpaw. It's just now waking up. They got topped this year, so that's why it's so far behind. This has got to be a raspberry. That's the way it's looking. It's got some thorns on it. This is a button bush, a native wildflower that's tolerant of wet feet and decent shade. Looking forward to what that's going to look like. Baby pin oak that ain't supposed to be there. I'll have to get that out of there. And then we've got a hazelnut here. This didn't used to have a chain on it, and it has fell and squashed this guy many a times. So that's why it's all leaned over. It should all look like this, straight up and down and nice and happy. But that is last year's issue where it fell over. Over here we've got another Idaho tansy. Some weeds. No, I'm just kidding. We got some mint down here underneath the comfrey. Probably have to tear out that comfrey soon. Well, at least tear it down and put some TLC to everything else. Man, the wind gets to blowing and it blows trash everywhere. It's part of living in a neighborhood, I suppose, and we're not so clean all the time. Here we got another gooseberry. Excited to finally get some berries off of that this year. Got us another elderberry. Really excited about this guy. So many blooms on this elderberry. Looking forward to what's going on there. Got some more comfrey, some more strawberries, some more mint. And then there's a currant back here. This is the happiest I've ever seen it. It usually does not fare well. We've had quite the cool and wet spring, so that's been beneficial, I would suppose. This is a red raspberry that looks awful, but we'll see how that turns out. There's so many weeds back here. Haven't weeded much. Probably not gonna either, because I'm not fighting this wall of green. Every time you pull one of these guys out, it goes to uproot everything that's through here. And yeah, it's just a never-ending battle, and I don't feel like fighting it at the moment, especially while I'm working on the farm. I got some more mint through here. I believe that's chocolate mint. We got some oregano down here, some elderberries in pots. This is Marge. Another Aronia. This is Viking. More strawberries, more strawberries. Another Aronia. If you can't tell, we really like Aronia. Another Comfrey. Some more Jerusalem artichokes. These guys are just like cut and feed type of plants to the rest of the plants. Here's a gooseberry that we've been cutting stuff down and feeding to the gooseberry. We also chopped some stuff down and fed to this here currant. Looks like we've got some poison ivy that's wanting to grow through here. I think that's what that is. It might not be, but either way, I'm not allergic, so it doesn't bother me too bad. Got these Jerusalem artichokes. Potted up one of the Scotia and moved them into a little bit deeper of a shade. Hazelnut. And this one got the fermented plant juice treatment and some prunings from the Jerusalem artichoke. We've got another pawpaw here. Bought those from the University of Kentucky. Got another pawpaw that got a Jerusalem artichoke comfrey treatment. Some rhubarb, some comfrey, some comfrey, some comfrey. It's got some mint down there underneath of it. Some brown-eyed Susans here. Some comfrey. Another gooseberry. So yeah, and then the potato patch. Looking forward to having some onions and potatoes hopefully this year. We have quite a bit of shade and usually don't get a whole lot of potatoes. So we'll see how it turns out. Really interested in just plucking berries around the yard, seeing as a lot of the berries are on the Dirty Dozen with the most sprayed crops in the United States. So this year we've been really digging on our strawberries from the patch over here and looking forward to many more berries throughout the year. That's where the name Backyard Berry came from. Thank you all for showing up. Appreciate you watching. If you've made it this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think. Obviously, it's a little bit redneck and messy. The tarp's supposed to kill the grass, but it's not doing a great job. This is just some reused greenhouse plastic that I got from the farm that I work on. It's done its job in some spots, but in a lot of spots it has not. I think it's just a little too shady underneath of this here pin cherry tree. And yeah, I've seen her use it as like a weed suppressant. It'll kill the weeds, but yeah, even in usually in the heat of the summer, it'll kill some weeds for her. But here's an owl that used to be on this pole right here to overwatch the garden and keep the squirrels away. Yep, that's what we've got growing on here. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. In the process of getting my nursery license so that I'll be able to sell a lot of these plants. I already sell some of them on Facebook Marketplace, but I'm looking forward to being able to ship in the future. Thank you all.